You know what they said? If Mike Tomlin had offensive parts, he'd beat Mike McCarthy. I am fucking pissed. Fucking pissed. Let's start with the positives first. Mike McCarthy is not a bad head coach. Mike McCarthy has won a Super Bowl. Mike McCarthy is an offensive mind, which I know a lot of us have been wanting. He is an offensive mind. He's an offensive coach. And he's from Pittsburgh. That's all I got, man. That's all I got. I, along with the majority of Steelers Nation, did not want Mike McCarthy because it seems like a lateral move. It just seems like we could have just kept Mike Tomlin. I think a lot of us were excited for the new, young, innovative, offensive-minded coach, offensive-minded staff. We were just ready for new. We were ready for fresh. We were ready to, quote-unquote, start over. We don't like the word rebuild around here. We were going to, quote-unquote, start over. Clean slate. But this just seems like more of the same. Mike McCarthy, 62 years old. Nothing new and innovative about that. Not saying he's a bad coach, but that is not new and innovative. In Mike McCarthy's career, compared to Tomlin, McCarthy has 18 seasons, whereas Tomlin had 19. McCarthy has 174 regular season wins compared to Mike Tomlin's 193, excuse me. He has a .608 win percentage compared to Mike Tomlin's .628. McCarthy is 11-11 in the playoffs. Mike Tomlin was 8-12. Both have 8 division wins and both have a Super Bowl to their resume. The team that has had 3 coaches since 1969. You're expecting me to believe this is a stopgap? That he's just here to develop the new QB? What new QB? God damn it. What new QB? What new QB? I know a lot of people are clamoring for Will Hyde, but that's not because niggas think he's good, okay? That's because we are so deprived of having a young quarterback in the building that could give us some hope. We're just clutching at straws. Will Howard could be a fine QB. He could be great. He could be the next, Big Ben. He might be. He might not be, though. 6th round pick. I like him. But are we really bringing a coach to develop Will Howard? Are we really going to take another swing on a QB in the 1st or 2nd round like we did a couple years ago with Kenny and set ourselves backwards again just for the sake of fuck it? Just for the sake of fuck it. You know? Is there really a QB option that's realistic right now? I've been listening to podcasts and looking at the scope of the league since we got booted out the playoffs. There is no savior quarterback coming in. Literally the best we could do is Aaron Rodgers again, which I like Aaron Rodgers, but he's 42 years old right now. We're not going to be able to draft Mendoza. I know people are talking about that Simons kid. People are really hit or miss on him. Some people love him, some people hate him. But I think a lot of people say it'd be a reach if we try to take him at 21. We could get another defensive lineman. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. I really don't. We didn't even wait to try to talk to Chris Shula We didn't wait to try to talk to, I'm going to say Schottenheim or Schiehlhaus. They must have not liked Flores because we did interview with him, and right after that, he signed his tenure with the Vikings. So if he doesn't get a head coaching job, he's guaranteed to go back there, which is very smart on his part. I'm pretty sure somebody else did that. But I just don't think there's any QBs right now that we can develop. It feels to me like we're just trying to, we might get McCarthy, try to bring Rodgers back, try to stay relevant for another year, and then that's just another year wasted. Like this is my thing. If we were gonna let go of Tomlin, if we're gonna run Tomlin out of fucking town for being good but not great, for being right in the middle, then why the fuck aren't we going to the bottom or to the top? Why are we doing the same shit? That really fucking pisses me off. All this shit talking, throwing Mike Tomlin's way. To me, it sounds like an organizational issue. Like, I don't know what else it could be at this point. It's a safe hire. It was early. There was no demand for Mike McCarthy. We did not have to make this signing now. You say it's for the Senior Bowls. Oh, suck my dick. Suck my dick. The Senior Bowl, who gives a fuck? We got fucking 2.5 months to the draft. Bro, there's no way. There's there's no way. Oh, basically, oh man, I'm getting frustrated. Um, yeah, like I said, I feel like if we bring in a new mind and a new coach, it might start off slow. We might have Will Howard in there. We might have whoever else we drafted in the third, fourth round, or Malik Williams, the dude from the Packers might come here. You never know, but it's all going to be new. It's all going to be fresh, and either it's boom or bust. Either it works and we're better than we thought, or we're going to be setting ourselves up for maybe like an Archie Manning or some shit, coming out of the draft next year. Maybe we only win 3 fucking games, but we chalk it up to a down year. Everything's new, and we're getting our franchise QB in the draft of next year. It sounds like we're setting ourselves up to not have that option. There's a lot of tweets I saw whenever Mike Tomlin first initially stepped down and said, he was really covering up a lot of shit in the organization, not only from the players, but from the owners, and us having not the best facilities, us not spending a lot of money on a bigger coaching staff, like everything being done just not to the level of some of the more upper echelon teams. It's not the same. We gotta our owners are the team. Like some of these other owners are super mega rich, and the team is like their hobby, so they'll just spend whatever on it. We don't quite have that luxury. You know what I mean? It is what it is, but even in that aspect, the Steelers are known to be cheap. So Mike Tomlin might have actually been really over. Well, we know he was overachieving with some of the boomer bust type players. Your quarterbacks and the DBs and shit. Where it just when it looks bad, it looks really bad. I do believe we were overachieving with some of the pieces we've had in more recent years, underachieving in other areas where losing to, bad teams and falling short in the playoffs and the same old, nothing is nothing new. It just more or less balanced itself out. Uh, it just really, really frustrating, man. I I know people are saying this is a stopgap year, bro. Stopgap year, and may only have him for a few years, which is possible, but I don't think that's the Steelers thinking. I think they're wanting to keep him around for, however long. Uh, it's just not really in their nature to fire coaches like they used to. It just seems like such a lateral move, dude. Just even looking at all these tweets, it just uh, I'm actually giving myself a headache. I don't think Showhouse is going to come as the OC, right? He's already an OC, isn't he? Arthur Smith is going to fucking Ohio State. What the hell? How do we go from Arthur Smith taking interviews to be the next head coach of the Tennessee Titans to going to be the offensive coordinator for the fucking Ohio State Bucks, bro? That's insane. That's insane. Is this a move to keep Aaron Rodgers in town? Are we really that desperate to like remain right where we're at? Like I said, I hate to sound like the typical Steelers fan. Oh, we need to not be 10-7. We need to be better than that, and yada yada. But if we're gonna run Tomlin out of town just for more of the same, that shit really pisses me off. That really pisses me off. QB developer, QB developer. It's fucking Aaron Rodgers. He won 2 MVPs with another coach, and arguably had better years in those years than the first 2 MVPs he had with McCarthy. And then Dak was already, I mean, he took Tony Romo's job his rookie year. He's a fourth round pick and showed out in that preseason, and we all saw it. And I mean, what did he really? I mean, they definitely had better records those years. Don't get me wrong. They definitely produced better records. I think they went 12-5 twice in McCarthy's years. A lot higher than what they went with whoever their coach is now. But I don't know. Dak's been a majority of his career, or the first few years of his career, with Jason Garrett. When McCarthy got fired out of Dallas, that didn't even seem like a bad move at the time. We got a coach that got fired with Aaron Rodgers, prime Aaron Rodgers, and got fired with prime Dak for Mike Tomlin, who has 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers, Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky, Russell Wilson, Justin Fields. Like, that's the thing, too. Like, when people are saying they don't want Tomlin around to develop or be anywhere near a new QB. What new QB have we had? I just I feel like if some of these guys were going to develop, they would have developed at some point. We see Justin Fields, that's my guy, but we see what's going on with him in every other stop. He played his best in Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett, been at plenty of other stops, has looked his best in Pittsburgh. Russell Wilson had a good game where they lost in overtime. I forget against the Cowboys. I forget. Looked good in one game. Benched. Looked his best in Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers, he looked better in Pittsburgh than he did for the Jets. He probably had similar numbers for the Jets, maybe a little bit better, but the record completely flipped. Same QB. We have the Killer B era and no defense, and then we finally get the defense built up in 2019, and we have no offense. Big Ben's elbow explodes, and we just never get it back together. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually sick. Like I am truly, truly fucking distraught. It gives us a floor. I don't know how high that floor is. It might not be 10 wins. It might be 8. But if it's only going to be 8, it might as well just be 5 and get us a top 10 pick. Like that's let's just go have some fun. Let's just go have so everybody go have fun out there. Just have fun. Shit like that type of energy. Just do your best. I'm willing to bet Shula and Shieldhouse wanted changes within the organization. They probably wanted a bigger staff, upgraded facilities, etc. McCarthy, I'm sure, was fine with what we already have. Easy choice for the cheapest owner in the league. What is a reasonable amount of time the fans are willing to suck? 2 seasons. What do you mean by that? Hey, pause. Sucking is one thing. I could understand taking a few years to rebuild, but you're not rebuilding with McCarthy. He's 62, and he's identical to Mike Tomlin in every way, almost. I think that's the sentiment of most fans. They want the rebuild. And with Mike Tomlin walking away, he literally handed you the rebuild on a silver platter. Here you go. Do what you need to do what the fans are clamoring for, and the Steelers said nah. They said nah. New and innovative coach, first time coach, good staff, you know, a hell of an offensive coordinator, a hell of a defensive coordinator. Try to hit on some draft picks, try to set up to get good draft picks next year. Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. The show must go on. And this also speaks for me here too, this tweet. I was so excited for a new exciting era of Steelers football. But I'd rather have Tomlin back. I can't believe how dumb Rooney is. Maybe not the Rooney part. I ain't gonna speak on Rooney. Um, but yeah, I honestly would rather just have Tomlin back. No disrespect to Mike McCarthy. And the drafts in Pittsburgh this year, bro. What if they boo the draft? Like, there's already a lot of tweets about that. Y'all ran Tomlin out of town for Mike McCarthy. My goat was hiding how garbage this cheap ass organization actually is. Golly. That that was deep. That was deep. Okay, I agree with this from Vince Williams too. Why do guys think a reset is going to turn into winning? What guarantee is losing giving you? How many top draft picks, especially QBs, underachieve? I agree with that a lot, but I feel like it's too late now for that sentiment. Um, but yeah, we see plenty of teams just be really bad and just never get better for like years and years and years. We play one of those teams twice a year, every fucking year. That's why I don't get how people don't see that. Like it's not a guarantee. Like it's not something you should fucking root for, but like I said, we're kind of already, we got rid of Tomlin, the whole coaching staff is gone. So like this was as good a time as any. You know, we got no QB. Essentially, if you don't bring Rodgers back, it was that time to at least give it a shot. Well, I think I ran it long enough. But yeah, Mike McCarthy, hell yeah. We we got White Mike. Yep. All right. But whenever we hire some other coaches, you know, we get some coordinators in here. I'll make another video. We'll see where we're at that point, and we'll go from there, I guess. All right. Later, still his nation. GG's.